In this video, I'm going to be showcasing a variety of ways to break the game in order to make a crap ton of money in a bunch of different games. If you guys know any other games that you can do something like this, let me know. And timestamps should be in the comment section below. This glitch is relatively self-explanatory. Full inventory minus the item. You cannot have the item, in this case gold ore, in your inventory. Go to the chest and click on the organize button with whatever item you want to duplicate. In this case, it's gold. And as you can see on the ground, you have a crap ton of gold. Each one of those, for the most part, is going to be a stack of 512. And this didn't take very long. If you look in the upper right corner, you see I have 19 million, almost 20 million gold. I just got done selling 20,000 or 21,000 gold ore. I'm going to go to bed so it'll actually update that count, because it don't actually sell it until you sleep in this game. And this will be a little misleading. It says 2 gold. That is not the case. This is actually quite a lot more, actually. I don't know how much more. Like a million more, almost. So now we're gonna exit to the menu. I didn't quite realize that the exit game was actually multiple options. I thought it would just exit the game. But we're going to exit to the title and go to the load, and we have 420 million gold. So that's it for this glitch. The second duplication glitch, or second money-making glitch, if you want to look at it that way, in this video is for Skyrim. And you can use this on a lot of items, but you have to drop them one by one. I particularly use this with ingredients. If you drop them in more than stacks of 1, so that means if you, let's say, drop 2 Karas eggs, then it'll only count as 1 when the dupe actually takes in effect. So you got to make sure you drop these one by one. I haven't tested this with other items. I really only wanted to use this with ingredients to level up alchemy, because that's one of my favorite skills to level in this game. But you also need a follower. In this case, I'm using Lydia. I heard depending on what follower you have, the results will vary. But you have to have her pick up literally every single item on here. It's kind of tedious. I mean, right now it's kind of easy, but there is a benefit that you can use that I figured out afterwards. If you do not want to continuously drop these items one by one, you can have her later on pick them up again. You'll see what I mean. You don't actually have to pick them up for yourself, because if you pick them up, the glitch, like when you come back to that area, it won't appear there anymore. But if she were to pick them up again, like here, see, look at this. This is a little bit tedious. You think, you know, she's gonna walk over there, but no, it's actually right around there. Make sure there's no more items on the ground. Sometimes they do fall through the ground, I think. But go to a gate. And then once that's loaded, go back in. She can follow you. I try to make sure she stays in the general area, like where the items are, rather than have her follow me. But sometimes it just doesn't work for whatever reason. Now, I'm picking them up here. But as you can see, the items are on the ground, and she also has the items in her inventory. So once I take the stuff from her inventory, it'll be doubled. For the most part. If some of them fall through the cracks or through the grounds or the bugs somewhere, she will actually not have a full amount, or they won't necessarily all appear on the ground. And you'll be like, say, 13 Danger Hearts instead of the 14 that you see once I take all her stuff. But if you have her pick that up on the ground there instead of picking it up myself, you don't have to continuously drop them one by one. You just have to go exit, come over here, tell her pick it up, exit, come there, tell her to pick it up, and just keep on doing that, and you'll be good.
Be here then.
This glitch is for Fable, Fable Anniversary only, and I believe it's only on the PC. This glitch involves buying something cheap, like 100 green apples from this merchant from the first town. Go to the sell all section, but don't click on the sell all. Go on to a different tab, and in this case, wedding rings, And now you click sell all. The game will think you're selling 100 wedding rings when you only actually had one. So as you can see, I got a crap ton of money. If I sold that, I would have maybe got like a couple hundred cold coins, if that. So much better to sell wedding rings, even though you don't have that many wedding rings. Now I just bought one back. We're gonna go back to the sell option, and you can sell other stuff like health potions, resurrection vials if you're playing on non-heroic mode. I believe it's like easy mode or something like that. I don't know. You could also sell will potions and get like 100 real easy. The resurrection vials, if you do buy them, you only can buy 9. There's a limit of that. So I ended up selling another or 100 will potions, and here I made a mistake. I sold 100 apples. I need those. Thankfully, this glitch, if you mess up and accidentally sell your apples, there's nothing wrong with it. You can just buy it back easy. Oh, you might lose some gold in the process, but when you can sell another, let's say 100 resurrection vials, look at that. I'm up to 151,000 gold. I think that's more than enough gold you need in this game. You could probably buy a lot of stuff with this. Now, if you're trying to buy every weapon and armor in the game, you might still run out, but look, you can have 100 health potions, you can buy 100 will potions. This glitch is really insane. This is one of my favorite duplication glitches in gaming. Too bad you can't use this earlier on. This is for Final Fantasy VII. You need the materia W item, and what it will allow you to do is literally duplicate any item you can use in battle. So you got to get to where the character, in this case Cloud, who has W item. Mega elixirs. They're limited. They fully heal your party of their HP and MP. They do not revive though. Never use them because you're afraid you're gonna run out of them. Well, look, you click it to use one of them, and then before you confirm the second use of whatever item you're gonna use next, you cancel. So select to use, cancel, select to use, cancel, select to use, cancel. And every time you do that, it adds another mega elixir to the item, or whatever item you are using. But it has to be the first one. The item you want to duplicate has to be the first one you're going to use. This does work for one-use items. So let's say, for example, like dragon scales. You can just use that, go to another item, select to use that one, and then cancel. Select to use, cancel. Select to use, cancel. Select to use, cancel. And even though you had 0 dragon scales, it would actually still go up in numbers, even though you had 0. So this is, like, I remember discovering this glitch on accident during my first playthrough of the game, and I loved it. I made some mistakes early on because I didn't know the ins and outs of this glitch, but as you can see, dragon scales, max. Well, not max, but a lot. This is a Skyrim Special Edition restoration glitch, or Fortify restoration glitch. As you can see, we're starting off at 77% Fortify restoration. But there's a glitch. If you use that potion and then go to your whatever your accessories are for boosting your alchemy, go in there, make another, and then basically keep on repeating that process over and over and over again. The restoration power of the potion goes even higher. See, it's 157% for some reason. And then you do it again. And then again. Now you're not... Just avoid going too high. It's kind of crazy, but it doesn't require much if you're gonna go, like, you're going there for a lot of gold. You just want to get a little bit, because honestly, the amount of gold these shops have is very, very small. And you'll see later on in this clip where I create a fortify, actually right there, fortify enchanting potion that is insane. That has like 1 million or 1.6 million%, I think. It's a very high number. But every time I try to fortify enchant potion, then actually go and enchant something, as soon as I click the enchant option, it would literally crash my game. So there is an extent. I'm not sure if it varies depending on what you're trying to enchant. In this case, I think I was trying to make an alchemy item. that I think fortified like an insane amount. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was a high, very strong alchemy item. Now, here, I'm just basically trying to enchant something that's very powerful, but not too powerful. In this case, some alchemy boosting items that are 3,000 some, right there, 3,659%. That's pretty good. If you're just gonna wanna just create some really strong potions, don't really care about selling stuff. I mean, if you really want to sell stuff and make gold, just go to the item duplication glitch I had earlier on in the video. You got 60 seconds. I ended up creating later like a fortify magica, and I gave myself like 4,000 plus mana, which is insane. But if you look right there, that fortify two-handed potion, this is base now. This is without the glitch. Now I'm gonna equip the 2 rings I, made through the glitch, and you're gonna see it's pretty insane. Look at that, right there, 4,000% for two-handed weapon damage and 3,000 some percent for fire resist damage. Honestly, then you got some other stuff like the fortify stamina. You want to be able to outrun your enemies, never have to worry about stamina for 60 seconds, depending on how many of these you make. Look at that. 4,400 points of stamina. I wonder which will run out quicker, your stamina or the potion. And here's an example. The items cost too dang much for the shop. Look, Arcadia only has 32 gold because I bought some stuff for, or sold some stuff to her already. But there's a crazy potion. Look at that. Some of them are like 30,000 gold right there. This is Castlevania Symphony of Night, and I'm currently doing a shop glitch, which basically allows you to dupe gems, which you can sell. You'll know you do it, or you did it right, if you are able to pause and enter your main menu while you're in the shop menu. If you want further guide on how to do it, because it can be a bit tricky, there's a YouTube video on it. But basically what it does is you sell one of the gems that you have. You need at least 2. And then equip the remaining one. The shop will still think there's one in your inventory, and then you sell that. Now you bring up the menu again, go in there, and you have 255 zircon because it literally rolled the number back. It went from 0 to negative number, which can't have negatives, so it basically made 255 is basically the gist of it. I'm not sure if that's technically how it works. I'm not a programmer. But for every 100 zircon you sell, that's 15,000 gold, which is good. I mean, it's 15,000 gold. It can take a while to grind that kind of number of gold in this game, especially pre part 2, I'll just say. But if you had something like onyx, look, that's 3,000. But you need 2 onyxes in order to pull it off. But so basically, for every 100 onyx, that would be what? 300,000. So pretty good money glitch. As long as you do not leave the shop menu, you should be able to continuously do this over and over again. If you do it, you're gonna have to redo the glitch in order to get this to work again. And after a certain amount of money is made, I'd personally go save, because you don't want to mess up and have to redo it all over again. This is Dragon Quest XI. We're going to be doing a casino glitch to get a crap ton of tokens, which then you can use to sell tokens in order to, or I should say trade, not sell. Trade the tokens for items you can sell to the shop. You're going to want at least 2,000 tokens or 20,000 gold worth of tokens before you start. Save before you start, so that way if you mess up, you don't have to refarm the gold over again. You're going to want to set the stake at 90, and if early on you want to monitor it yourself, you can. You can also try and leave it on overnight or when you're at work. hopefully it'll work. They can go bad, but a lot of the times, so far every time I tried this, I've never had to like reload when I had about $20,000 worth of tokens. Now I won there. It's not that much. This ain't that much. You see 150 tokens. That's not even 2 attempts at the machine. What you're waiting for though is the metal mode or free spins. Like if you get free spins or metal mode or both, which can happen, it increases how much tokens you get by a significant margin. Metal mode, I believe, will increase how much you earn by, I believe, 30 times. And free spin is basically free spins, you know. I've had it where I had like 50 or 100 free spins accumulated and like 70 spins for the metal mode, because they can stack. If you win metal mode or free spins multiple times, they do stack. Now it says you earn double the tokens, but I think that's only at the upper part. They doubled the thing at the top, but if you actually get any of these wins, like for example, let's say it says where is it? I think we're gonna get 4 of those things that give you like 30. Yeah, right there. It's going to highlight it. 30. That's going to say 900. See? Now that's 10 attempts at it. Now, that's how you continuously just rake up tons and tons and tons and tons of tokens. If you leave it on for a long enough time, you will accumulate. And especially with like auto hotkeys or like on the PC or other methods where you can just continuously have it go over and over and over and over again, you can just rake up a crap ton of tokens, which then you can exchange for all the items in the thing. This is just part 1, by the way. There's a part 2 to the casino that gets unlocked later on. If I remember correctly, it's been a while since I played Dragon Quest XI, but I think there's a part 2 to the casino that unlocks later on, which has better items. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, for the people who've played a lot of Dragon Quest XI. But after the silver spins run out, you will end up making the normal amount again. I didn't get any free spins on here. I believe once you exit out, like let's say if you have a certain amount of silver spins and you exit the machine, those don't, like, you can't come back and say, okay, I would like to continue with the silver spins. So keep that in mind. Now, some of the tokens, I believe, some of the cheaper tokens or items that you can exchange tokens for is like 5,000, 3,000, somewhere around there. And some of the more expensive ones, I believe, are in the 10,000 range. So you do require a decent amount of tokens. Like, we're going to go there right now. And I think, I'm not sure which is the most optimal one here to buy in order to sell, but I have 589,603 tokens currently. Look at that. See, 2,500. 5,000, 5,000, 7,500, 7,500, and there's a second page which has I think it is a platinum sword, right? Yeah, power sword. No, that's 100,000. I'm way off. So 100,000. So for every 10, that's 1,000,000. This is Final Fantasy 1. In order to perform the glitch, you have to have the cursor setting in the menu on memory. And it can only be done on the PSP version of Final Fantasy 1. It doesn't work on any other versions of Final Fantasy 1 as far as I'm aware. As you can see, we're at level 1 right now. It is recommended to have 2 warriors if you're going to try and perform this glitch. But any class, I would prefer you have a monk and a white mage at the very least. If you're going through like a complete, like thief playthrough, you might not get the ideal results from this glitch, but you can sell these items, some of these items, for insane amount of money, and dependent on the item you have, it will vary on what you get. For example, this leather cap, you go to a character like this warrior, you go in the helmet section, that's where you equip a leather cap, but on the white mage you have it on the weapon section when you transfer over, right there. Now you do it judgment staff. I don't have a judgment staff. This is a like end game type weapon right here. You're not getting this within the first 10 minutes of the game like you are right now. This is insanely powerful. for the purpose of this glitch, I didn't actually equip everyone with the Judgment Staff. I didn't completely outfit my, pretty much everyone I have with, like, insane gear. If I would have done this later on, although it becomes a little bit less useful later on, unless you're just trying to buy a lot of stuff in the shops, and you're just doing this to get really expensive stuff and then selling it, there's really not going to be much of a use later on, unless you just want to mess around. But here I went to go into actually to use it. You're wondering, why am I going to the items instead of attacking? And that's because the Judgment Staff can be used as a item if you have it in the inventory. I forgot to unequip it. So I decided, you know, while I'm here, I want to see how good this Judgment Staff is physically. And obviously, since it's on the mage and the... Well, actually, I might have put it on more than I thought. That thief did 87 damage. At this point in the game, he's not doing 87 damage at level 1. That's insane. So now I'm going to unequip the staff. This game makes it a little bit weird to unequip it. If you just want to unequip it and don't have anything there, you literally got to go to the remove. You can't just click the item and then say unequip, or put it on a blank space to unequip, which is kind of annoying. Now we run into a ghoul. We're going to have our melee person, our warrior, or no, monk, I don't know why I keep calling him warrior, use the Judgment Staff as an item. And it's going to do a significant amount of damage from this point in the game. What is it, 104, I believe? And this hits all the enemies. You're going to plow through the game. Think about this. I literally have not beaten the first boss. So, if you want to go through this game quick and have fun, you can do so. Enjoy. Pokemon Fire Red. This is pretty far on in the game, or I'd say the list. This one ain't as broken as the other ones, because how quickly you can accumulate money is nowhere near as quick as the 8 previous glitches or abuses or exploits you can do in a game. But it's still pretty good. For Pokemon, all you have to do is get to Misty, or get past Misty. You don't even have to fight her. You can just get to like the gym, go to Bill, get the SSN ticket, and then go straight to Vermilion City. In the Pokemon Center is an item called the VS Seeker. Use that, go fight a trainer, in this case, the ones I've shown you on the screen. They'll give you more experience than wild Pokemon, and they'll give you money, which is the main reason for this. And to get to max amount of money, it took me like 20 hours. Now with emulators, if you want, you can speed that up. It's going to depend on your computer and whatnot, or whatever you're using to emulate, and how fast you want to speed it up. But it can be done a lot quicker. The amount of money in here is 999,999, and it got my Charizard to level 94. Not quite 100, but it's pretty close. So if you just want to break Pokemon and just get this, you can buy 1,000 Pokeballs, several times. It's like 200,000 for 1,000 Pokeballs. So enjoy. The last game on this list is Pokemon Platinum with the VS Seeker as well. It's a little bit further on in the game, at least compared to Fire Red, when you can actually get the VS Seeker. I can't remember if I had to beat 2 gym leaders or not, but it is later on. Definitely have to fight more bosses, quote unquote. Honestly, one of my favorite Pokemon games, and this is another one of my favorite like grinding games where I'll just literally grind a trainer or two if I can find one that actually gets a decent amount of money. This one, not so much. This is like the earliest I could have gotten it, the VS Seeker, as far as I'm aware. So it's relatively early on. You're not gonna find any really you're not going to find like the rich people trainers or like the ace trainers, which tend to have a lot more money. Every time you walk, you have to every time you use that VS Seeker, even if no trainers appear, you have to walk 100 steps or run or bike, don't matter. Point is, you're better off speeding this up if you want to actually do this, because in this game, I don't know, just everything seems slower. Saving seems slower, like the movement seems slower. I don't know why that is, it just feels that way to me. But yeah, relatively early on in the game, you can get a Pokemon like level 100. You can actually get max money in here, which I believe is the same amount of 999,999. I think that's like a joke, because it's like one short of the price of the bike, which is $1 million. So even if you reach max money, you literally were $1 short of actually buying the bike in the original like Pokemon Red and Pokemon Fire Red. If you guys want to see more content like that, let me know in the comment section below. I am planning on doing more interesting videos like this. I got an idea for my next video already. It's another top or number type video that I'm really looking forward to do. I'm also thinking about getting into streaming again. So if you guys really want to see me stream, let me know. It all depends if I can get this RTX noise filtering thing that some of you may have already heard about to work. But listen to this in the background. You might want to lower the volume because I'm not sure how loud this is going to be. That clap right there should theoretically, if I get this to work, I could have that on constantly in the background, and you wouldn't be able to hear it. You would hear my voice. So that's insane. And it might mess around with the how my voice sounds occasionally, depending on the noise in the background. Like, you know, if dogs barking really close, well, it might distort my voice a little bit, but it's not that big of it's not a big problem compared to some of the noises I have going on in the background during the day. So let me know what you guys think about that, and have a nice day.